which one is the better eyeshadow palette for you? Is it the Dior Backstage or the Dior Show 5 colors? Let's start with the basic. The Dior Backstage has a cheaper price compared to the Dior Show palette. This is $51 and this is $69 for the regular ones, and for the limited editions it's $71. So that's about $20 difference. This one has 9 colors. See, and has smaller palette for each one. And this one has 5 colors and much bigger palette, and also come with 2 applicators. So only 5 but has 2 applicators. And it seems like this is a more, supposedly I think, more high-end than the Backstage. So this one, at least compared to this one, is more affordable. But which one could do a better job? Let's find out today. By the way, if you are new here, it's Christine, your Artsy Momsy, and in this channel, I help you maximize your Dior Beauty shopping experience. So if you love shopping Dior Beauty products, make sure to subscribe because I am very sure you will love it here, and for sure you will stretch every bit of your spending dollars. Alrighty, let's go back to our eye palette. As you might already know, I've already used this a lot of times, and I've already bought a second palette as well, which is this one. That's how much I love it, and it's my first time to buy this line, and they actually have a lot of colors for this specific one. I've only used this twice, and before I tell you what I think about it, let us first swatch both of them. Let's start with this one. So I'm gonna use this part of my hand. Let's start with the white one here. Go, not too bad. And the pink, do it here. I think it has a good amount of color. Now we'll do the lilac. Yeah, it looks like a lilac. Okay, see that? It's on the sheer side for sure. I'm gonna use a different finger. I'm gonna go for this pink one. Also in a sheer, I mean, I can almost not see the difference between the color, only that the lilac one is a little glittery, but they almost have the same kind of color. And then let's do this cool blue color right here. I'll do it right here. There you go. Again, very sheer. The blue is almost non-existent. You could just see like sparkly, I guess. But yeah, so those are the colors. Definitely on the lighter side. And I will use my OG colors for this swatch. You could see mostly I've used the bottom ones. I'm gonna use my other hand. So let's start. So this one, I think this one, it's the creamiest one. It's more like a primer. This specific palette is no longer available, but there's one that's almost close to the colors that we have here, and I will show you right here a screenshot of it. But yeah, let's continue with the swatching. I rarely use this gold. I don't know if you could see it, but there. And this. Love that. Can you see it? So far we have the primer, the gold, and the light beige. Then we have here a pinkish beige. Love it. Now we have the centermost palette right here. It's one of my favorite actually. Love that. Look at the pigment. That's gorgeous. Then the orange one. Nice. That's beautiful. And we'll go on this almost bronze color. The brown, which my most used color, and the burgundy, also one of my favorite. So there you go, the comparison. It's definitely night and day, but we have to give a consideration on the kinds of color that I have on the Diorshow palette. Here I have the light colors, and on the Backstage one I have like darker colors, most of them. However, I have to say that these colors, and because I've used this for a long time now, what I love about this is the formulation. It's on the creamier side. You could see that it applies nicely as soon as it touches my skin, and it's not powdery as compared to this one. And I'll give you a close-up look later. These are more powdery, and you see how it's easily erased. So this is on a powdery side, and this one is more on the creamier side. And I gifted my mom like about 2 years ago. She has this almost the same colors as this ones, and she told me the same thing, that the palette is on the powdery side. And also the reason I want to do this video is that I want to hear your feedback for those who already got different colors of the Diorshow palette. Please let me know in the comment below. Let us know so we could have all an informed decision when we are choosing our eyeshadow palette. Are you experiencing the same with this one? Is it powdery on your end? Are the colors mostly sheer regardless of the color palette that you chose? Like if you chose dark colors, are they actually coming out the same as you could see in the palette? Because for me, really, and like I've said, I've already used this 2 times. I was hoping to see these colors, but based on my experience, and I've used this on my previous very recent video. Now see, you will see the thumbnail here so you know which one I'm talking about. And I am a little underwhelmed that the colors are not showing. But let's see today. Let's try them together so you be the judge and see if this is worth it or not. And I really want to do this video, especially because they come out with the special edition. And I want you, again, to make sure that you are buying the right eyeshadow for you, because these are expensive and I don't want you to waste your money. Alright, so let's try this on this eye, and we will try the other one on the other eye. So let me grab my brush. I will say one of the best recent purchase I got is this brush. This is the Dior brush number 23, right there. And I love it. It's very firm. I'm gonna show you a close-up of this palette. And I don't know if you could tell, but you could tell that it's very powdery. And I'm gonna start with the white one, and you will see what I'm talking about. Hopefully it shows in the video. Like you see how right there, and when I apply it on my eye, I'll do it here. I don't know if you could see, but I could see all the powders already flying in the air. I have to say my favorite color in this one is definitely the white. It definitely shows the most. So I'll do the white first. Okay. And for the sake of seeing all the colors, I'll try to use them on different part of my lid. So this time I'll do the pink, and I'll do it on my lower lid right here. As you could see here, like I've said, very sheer. Maybe you could see a touch of pink, but it's definitely not the same color as this one. It's not coming out like this pink. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed because I'm actually very excited about this one. There. Now I'll use the lilac a little higher so you could compare. Again, you know, I wish it's showing some colors, but it's really not. And I don't know if you could see the powder flying in the air right now, because it's definitely powdery. It just shows us white, definitely not showing the colors that should be. And now I think my favorite color here, just because it actually shows the color, is this pink one. So let's try it. There you go. Now we're seeing colors. So this one definitely seeing color, but again, very light. It does not come out the way it shows here on the palette. And what I did the other day, which I thought was effective for this palette, is that I used the lilac on top. And you could see like just a slight shimmer. It creates that slight shimmer on the lid. Gives it a little dimension. There you go. But again, very sheer and very powdery. Now what I love to do, I'm gonna use the blue right here. On my waterline. And you could see I'm really digging there. There. We see tiny blue color for sure. But again, I don't know about you, but for me, it's not enough. And as a last touch, I like to use the white color, the one we have here in the middle, for my actual waterline. So I did the blue under my waterline and this one for my waterline. So there you have it. Super light. I'm gonna add a little more of this pink right here to show more color. But yeah, this is the most we would get in this one. But if you're really going for light, of course it's perfect. But for $71, you might want to find alternative. You know, just find the same colors that we have here from, I don't know, maybe other brand, or there's a lot of colors of this that are not the limited edition. Again, $69, still a lot, but I'm not sure if the formulation is the same. Just with my experience, my mom used the same one and she says that it's the same experience as what I'm experiencing here, that it's very powdery. Now let's move on to this one. Again, this is not available, but I'll show you the one that's very close to the colors I have here. I'll use this one. Now this brush, it came with my very first platinum welcome gift. This is number 21. And it's not my favorite. It feels like it's poking my eyes every time I use this one. So if you're going to get a shadow brush, if you just want to buy just one, I recommend the number 23, not this one. So number 23, this is 21. Okay, so I'm gonna use this anyway. So I want to start with this one right here, the lightest one that they have. And I want to show you, by the way. You see here, this one is not powdery. You don't see the shadow flying in the air. So you could tell it already has color right there. Now I'm gonna use we'll go for the lighter colors. The orange one. We're gonna keep everything simple. I'm gonna change my brush. This is the eyeliner brush number 24. Okay, and it's very flat. Love this. It's very clean when I do my eyeliner with this one. So I'm going to use my favorite, the brown and the burgundy. So first I'll do it here. Again, I know I've said it a lot of times, but it's very creamy, and you could see that just a little stroke and you could see the color on my eyes. Then the brown. Now, see, my eyes instantly become rounder or bigger compared to this one. And it is the color as well, but I think my point here is that because of the creamy formulation of this one, it applies nicely on the skin. And then I'll do here, and you could see the colors. Yeah, my eyes are instantly bigger. So there you have it. And you see, even though these are darker colors, you don't see any powder, dark powder on my under eye because it applies very nicely, very clean finish. So this is a much cheaper option, still expensive. Of course, it's Dior, it's $51. This is the Backstage and it has 9 colors versus the Diorshow, which only has 5 colors, and in my opinion, the formulation is not as good as this one. Powdery, creamy. Now let's kind of fix this. Let's make my eyes also bigger. And maybe we will see if you would appreciate it more if I actually have like an eyeliner on this one. So look at that. One stroke and it's there. And to the bottom. There. Not too bad, but yeah, love this. Brighten up my eyes. make them look more awake. So there you have it. I hope you found this very helpful. Again, my intention is first for you to have a informed decision making when it comes to picking your eyeshadow palette, especially if you only have a budget for one. And either of this one is a splurge, but if you're already spending a lot of money, I want you to spend it on the right one. And in this case, I highly recommend the Backstage palette versus the Dior Show palette. Please don't get deceived or don't get carried away by the beautiful design because limited edition just came out, and I want you to make sure that it's the right purchase for you. And please, for everyone out there who already tried the Dior Show, please give us a feedback below because maybe certain colors are better than this one. All right, if you haven't seen our latest promo codes in the US yet, I posted it yesterday and I will link it after this video. Thanks again for sticking with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.